Hello everyone. Today I'm going to give you a little information on a book called The Anarchist Cookbook. This book is not an easy read. It gets straight to the point. It's pretty brutal, and it really doesn't care whether you like it or not. It's really not for the passive person. But if you're looking for a survival guide that teaches you things that are both illegal and deadly, then it's probably the book for you. The Anarchist Cookbook kind of comes with a reputation that precedes itself. It's been in print for like 30 years, and nothing in the publishing world has ever been like it before. This book was written by a young guy back in 1971. His name is William Powell. He is not your typical anti-government protester, if you will. This kid wasn't a type of hippie that would sit up on a podium with a bullhorn and shout about the war and what should be done to stop the government. Instead, this kid actually sat down at the typewriter and wrote about what can be done, and he basically wrote this book as a guide to give people the tools to oppress the government. In the first 30 pages, the reader, or anarchist if you will, basically gives you some views on William Powell's view on anarchy, how it could be used against governments as a tool. And he kind of felt that governments were becoming oppressive and secretive, probably in the environment around the Vietnam War. That's pretty understandable. Some people consider this a guide kind of hard to digest and swallow, if you will. But, in the first chapter, the first thing he kind of talks about is marijuana. So he talks about basically, what it is, how to grow it, how to remove the seeds, how to roll it, and ultimately smoke it. If that's not good enough, you get further into the book, you're going to find stuff about cocaine, heroin. There's a section on how to convert a shotgun into a grenade launcher. If you want to learn how to make nitroglycerin, guess what? It's in there. And there's a bunch of other goodies that your local pharmacist would probably love to know as well. Keep in mind that this kid was 19 years old in 1971. He really did have a first-hand knowledge of the things he wrote. But he didn't have the luxury that we have today to do research online through a computer. He spent, a lot of hours in a New York City public library doing research through volumes and volumes of material. And, at the time, he was very serious about this book and thought it was going to change the world. And it probably did. Just so you know, a lot of the formulas and stuff that's talked about in the book really give you guides on how to make dangerous chemicals and bombs that actually work. This is the Anarchist Cookbook that works. Considering how long it's been around and what's in the book, it's kind of a good thing that there hasn't been much damage done based on what's printed in the book. But keep an open mind when you read the book. It's definitely not for everybody, but if you're into survival guides, this is a must-have. It's this is a book that, with today, with the way that the people are today, and there's still fear about the government oppression, and you hear stuff in the news every day. You never know. I mean, this is basically a lot of people that keep this thing on hand think that potentially there'll be military occupation in the United States. Who knows? But you want a good read. It's really interesting. You should probably know that William Powell has basically had a change of heart since he wrote the book. He regrets writing the book and wishes he could probably take it out of publication. But he sold the publication rights. Currently, there's some company called Ozark Press that owns the rights, and it's being distributed through a website called desertpublications.net. So go check that out. Go visit desertpublications.net. They've got this book and really literally hundreds of other books similar to this that you really can't find anywhere else. So take a few minutes and go check it out.